We are live on Facebook and YouTube right now. Welcome to The Big Show. And it's a lovely Friday morning, very cool. And we have with us right now, Shaun Yeo.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Shaun.
Good morning, Shaun. Thanks so much for coming in. Shaun, is this your first radio interview?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Don't be. Okay?
Don't be.
We're just
Don't
having
be.
a conversation with
I can't
you.
believe it's your first radio interview, though.
Yeah.
I would have thought you must have done quite a number already.
Everybody would have snapped him up and wanted to speak to you. Tell us a little bit about you, Shaun.
I'm 41 this year. Father of 3, 2 boys, 1 girl. And I'm currently half day I'm doing delivery, half day I'm doing content.
Okay. So you are a content creator.
Yeah.
What kind
Okay.
of delivery?
Basically retail delivery and also the type of heavy, bulky items.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay. 2 jobs, huh?
Yeah.
Have you watched Mad Unicorn on Netflix?
I know.
You should watch it. It's very inspiring. It's also about the delivery service.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
it's a Thai show, but dubbed in English. I enjoyed it so much, man.
Movie
so
or
inspiring.
series?
It's a series, a limited
okay.
series.
Okay.
Very inspiring, which is you, Shaun. Today, we are going to talk about Shaun Yeo because I think you have inspired many people.
We'll find out a little bit about your story, about how you got to where you are, where you were before as well. I think once we go on air, it will be a lot easier
in a minute.
to
If not, we'll have to
repeat
repeat.
what you said. Yeah.
But right now, we are on the Big Show TV and people are watching us on their very big TV sets these days. Everyone has like a 70-inch
That's what they see.
TV.
Yeah, I just installed my 65.
You see?
Yeah. That's
know,
like bare minimum, right?
But back during our time, it's like if you
This
have a
is a little-
32-inch TV, it's
It's
already
already-
really big already.
And the TVs were so pricey back then. Nowadays, you can pick up a pretty big TV for not as much as it used to be like $6,000, $10,000 for a big one. Now it's not
Yeah.
those prices anymore.
I got a 50-inch TV in my place, right? I mean, just got it like 6 months ago or something like that. And all my friends were like, so small.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
That's like
It's
a
not
kitchen.
like I'm living in a good class bungalow.
That's
or
for
what.
your kitchen. Okay, we're coming up for traffic.
Okay, let's do this.
Kiss 92 Traffic.
All right, on the PIE towards the airport after Jalan Anak Bukit, look out for a broken down vehicle. Also on the BKE towards the PIE, look out for an accident after Dairy Farm Road's exit. Now, this is causing quite a bit of backup to the KJE exit. Avoid lane 1. If you know of anything else, please WhatsApp us 88550920.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our very first guest for this morning is someone we've been wanting to talk to and meet for quite a while, and he is in the flesh. In the studio right now is Shaun Yeo. Good morning, Shaun.
Good morning, Glenn.
Good morning, Shaun.
morning.
We're looking at your Instagram handle right on the screen. It's Shawnee
Yeo.
or Shaun Yeo with double O and double N. And on TikTok, it's like with 4 N's.
Yeah,
Shaun
something
with
like
4 N's, right? Something like that. That's like Glenn with like his 3 N's.
Yeah, mine has 3 N's.
On Instagram, yeah, his has like 4 N's. Okay, so you're
You win.
you're a content creator. What kind of content do you create?
I push out content about change.
About change,
Yeah,
okay.
And basically a bit of my kids also. Yeah, so because I was abandoned since young.
Okay.
So I place a lot of emphasis on my kids.
Tell us your story about when you were growing up. I mean, if share as much as you want to share.
Okay, I was being brought to my aunt to stay with her permanently when I was about a month old.
Okay.
Yeah, so the agreement was to stay there until I was 12. But, over the years, I already developed a relationship with my aunt. So I didn't want to leave. But my dad insisted to bring me back to stay with him. So long story short is that my dad got divorced the second time.
Okay.
Yeah, so the house is no longer available for me to stay. From then on, I had to move with just a paper bag all around Singapore. putting up with relatives, friends, and things like that. Yeah.
And how old were you at that time when you were moving around?
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and how disruptive was that for you?
Very, because I was living in Woodlands. My school is in Stella.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So the last time the transport system not as advanced as now. So it's really a long ride all the way to school.
Right.
So it affected my studies, and then soon enough I actually gave up on studying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the company that you kept, the friends that you made?
I think I would say that I'm the Indian chief. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was the one influencing the friends around me because I wanted a sense of belonging. I wanted acceptance from people.
You wanted a family.
Yeah.
You recognize that now,
Yes. Now. So back then I thought it was cool lah. So I actually get involved in secret societies, took drugs, committed crimes. So my criminal journey started when I was 15. I was picked up by the SSB. Then I got put on probation. 17, I finished my probation. I went to prison. No, RTC. Yeah. So after RTC, I came out. I was on tagging again, and then about 2.5 years later, I got caught for drugs. And then I came out. This time I wouldn't say I changed, but I took softer drugs that did not kind of have withdrawals and things like that lah.
You
But-
thought that was less serious.
yeah, but I just couldn't get off the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like give me 2 weeks. I released 2 weeks later. I'm back at it already.
By this time, how old were you?
By this time, I was about 26.
Okay.
Yeah, I already had a son, and then my daughter was soon to be born, but didn't change me.
Oh, so it wasn't the children that changed you.
Initially, it wasn't.
And then?
But okay, I'm very close to my daughter and my younger son. So the last incarceration, right? My daughter already somehow knew that I was like doing something bad, because I was being thrown in a lockup, in and out like that. Because I would get so lost outside, right? That I did not know what I was doing. When I am sober enough to know what I was doing, I was already in the lockup already. Yeah. So my daughter would always stand by the balcony window and wait for my return. Yeah, it really breaks my heart. But then, I mean, I want to change, but I couldn't. It's the pool of drugs.
Yeah.
It's really hard to resist. So the last incarceration, my daughter actually visited me. So during the visit, she actually told me, she said that, "Daddy, I told you not to take drugs on Sunday. Monday you got caught." And she cried.
Oh.
So I asked.
And how old was she at that time?
She's 9 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before that, she's like, before 9, she's already like standing at the balcony waiting for me to come home and things like that. Then I often don't show up. Yeah. So I made up my mind. I said that, okay, enough is enough, because my dad passed on very young, about 49. My grandfather also passed on at 62. So one day I was in the cell. I was thinking, I said that if my lifespan is as short as my forefathers, right? Then actually I wouldn't have much time left with my kids. So if I were to continue doing what I was doing, there'll be no end to this cycle.
Right.
So I made up my mind. I tell myself that, okay, from today onwards, right, I will just focus on my kids, because I don't know whether you call it childhood trauma, but I used to feel really abandoned by my parents, because my dad was always busy making money, but he never had money. I don't know why. And my mom is remarried. So her ex-husband actually told her before they got married, she said that if you want to marry me, you cannot acknowledge Shaun.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow, wow,
no.
wow.
So my mother and I have this on-off relationship whereby she only contacts me if there is an agenda.
Oh.
Yeah, but I last contacted her about 10 over years ago, no more already.
Oh dear.
That's a shame.
Okay, let's continue to talk to Shaun on the Big Show TV. It's 8:22.
Kiss 92 time check by
And how old are your kids now?
18, 15 and 12.
Okay, so the girl is 15.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And your relationship with her is still as strong?
Strong, but I would say that the childhood trauma, right, cannot erase. Yeah, she still get worried if sometimes the reception not very good, then my handphone the WhatsApp got one tick.
Oh, right,
Then
okay.
she
Gets worried.
Yeah, get worried already.
How long have you been sober?
5 years.
5 years, okay. Congratulations.
People tend to take these stories, for example. We've had like Simon Boy, come in, and others as well. And one thing that I take away every time I speak to you, Shaun, or Simon, or whoever, is that, people don't understand how strong, as in the pull of addiction is.
Yeah.
You just take some people, you ask them to quit like their beer or quit their wine or whatever, they cannot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something as easy as that, they cannot do. You ask them to stop eating laksa because it's bad for their system. They won't listen. They cannot.
Yeah.
So you imagine someone who is addicted to drugs. It's not as easy as to say, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna quit. Even for smokers also, it's like, can they quit overnight?
Because there's
Most
a
people
physical
can't.
withdrawal change.
They all have
you.
to cut down, cut down. Which is why just now when you mentioned, right, that when you were off the hard drugs, then you thought maybe you take the soft drugs. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work that way for drugs.
Yeah.
But that whole process of people wanting to cut certain things out of their lives, they slowly do it. You can't do that when it comes to drugs. So what Shaun has done is actually, really hard and extraordinary that you've reached this stage right now. Of course, inspired by your children and all that, but you've done it. But you also know that it's very easy to
go back in.
to go back. So that is how tough it is. I want to ask you: do you see a therapist?
No.
Okay.
And did you, when you quit drugs, did you wean yourself off it, or did you go cold turkey? You completely stop?
Actually, I was incarcerated the last time.
Oh, okay.
So,
That was...
Yeah, when I came out, I stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You immediately said no more.
Yeah, no more.
You had to, and to make that decision, you have to change a lot of your lifestyle as well. Drop certain people from your life, because I mean, we've spoken to quite a few ex-drug addicts, and they say the one thing that pulls them back in is sort of running into the same crowd. Because all it takes is, hey, what are you doing now? Let's go up to my place, or let's, things like that. Did you have to drop a lot of people from your lives?
You know what's the worrying part?
What?
I don't need friends to take drugs.
Oh, it was just
There you
you.
go.
It was just you, and that's why you said you were the influencer.
So my whole group of friends are clean. Yeah.
Okay.
Only me, and I'm the only black sheep of the
Wow.
family. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because I can completely understand that as well. So, in other words, like, for example, if you're feeling down or you're feeling frustrated, that's when
Yes.
you get the urge to do it, right?
Right.
Same, you see, as I'm sure
Yeah.
myself. Not that I take drugs.
But
I have other vices.
So how do you stop yourself? What do you tell yourself to not go back?
I always feel that how big your why equates to how much effort or how badly you want the thing. So my why is my kids. I do not want to see my daughter go through that again. I've been putting in a lot of effort to build back the trust with her.
You don't want to break that.
Yeah, I don't want to break that. And my youngest son is also a bit paranoid at times. Sometimes I work until a bit later. And then, when you do delivery, then your hands are all tight. Right?
Then you can't respond straight away.
Then
Yeah.
she will message me like, hey, Daddy, are you outside? Are you taking drugs?
Oh.
Yeah, so they are still worried. So the trauma can never be erased. What I can do is just to try my best to assure them and make it up to them. Yeah.
So tell us about your content. You say it's content about change.
Yes.
Like how do you create this content?
Actually, okay, very strangely, right, I did not expect the first clip to go viral. Yeah, actually, I wanted to share my story to actually as an angle to get more customers for delivery.
Okay.
Yeah. So it went viral.
Yeah.
Then thereafter, I decided to tell my full story. So from there, I started to tweak a little bit and then mention about like how you should treat your kids, how you should stay away from drugs, stay away from gangs. A cycle that I go through for many, many years. Yeah, that was how I accidentally started doing TikTok.
I mean, your kids are at a very influential age,
Yeah.
right? How do you pass that message on to them and make sure that they stay clean
Actually, I share a lot of my personal stories with my kids.
with the kids?
Whatever I've went through. So, for example, maybe sometimes last time I used to go to casino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I told them something. I told them, I said that if you win, you think that it's easy, you go back. When you lose, you want to fight back. So you also will go back.
Becomes an addiction.
Correct. So just don't start. Yeah. And I mean, their father is a perfect example. For 20 over years, I've been stuck in the cycle of drugs.
Right.
Yeah. So I also used to think that it's nothing. I just take one pill here and there, Then it slowly increased
Of course,
to
yeah.
every day. The worst part is that when I was 16, I was living with my supplier.
Oh,
Yeah. So it was just out of my just one arm reach. I reached the drugs.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
wow.
So these days, I mean, what can people do to help you do better in your in the goals that you want to achieve?
How do people help me? I think we can. That's a very tough question because. Okay, I why is it tough is because from young I've been left alone, so I am used to being alone in a way whereby. Okay, I just tell you a very good example. When you're in prison, right? People usually look forward to day room or yard time
Okay.
because that's the only time they're out of cell. I love to be in the cell 24/7.
Why?
Yeah, so I'm quite a loner.
Okay,
Yeah.
introverted.
Yeah, so I don't really most of the things I will do myself lah. So if you ask me help, maybe I cannot think of anything yet, but I think it'd be good that people can also spread my message and then let the younger generation know that don't step into this cycle. It's not cool. You might think that smoking, taking drugs, joining gangs is cool at 15, 16 years old, but it will definitely lead you to unforeseen circumstances, like I would say. Yeah, the cycle that you want to break for many years, I think it's very hard to break, especially for drugs.
Yeah. Can you imagine, Angel?
No, I can't. I really
I think
can't.
when we were young, right, my mom always warned me, the anti-drug message was very,
it
very
was
strong.
very strong. Yes, yes.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah.
She used to scare me, man, I tell you, the things that she used to tell me. Okay.
Kiss 92 traffic.
All right, taking a look at the roads on Benoi Road towards Jukun Circle. An accident after Upper Jurong Road. Avoid the left lane. Also on the KPE towards the TPE at the PIE exit. A vehicle's broken down. And finally on the SLE towards the BKE. An accident at the Woodlands Avenue 2 exit. Wherever you are this morning, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is a very inspiring person. His TikTok videos and Instagram videos are very motivational as well. We thank Shaun Yeo for joining us this morning. You can follow Shaun at Shaun, ShaunNYeoo. I tell you, my eyesight is getting really bad now.
On TikTok, it's a little bit easier. It's Shaun, SHAUN, 4 N's, right? Behind
Yeah,
it, 4
4
N's. All right. Okay, so we have Lavina who came on our Facebook and she's got a message for you, Shaun. She says, Shaun, focus on the good things in life. We don't choose our parents. What we learn is that we're all not perfect. We don't do the same mistakes, but we learn from them. Keep it up. Childhood traumas we all have, and we can all talk about it. Forgiveness is the key. Jennifer also messaged in. She said there are more young kids or teenagers taking drugs now, like K-pods.
Yeah.
I mean that we've seen the videos. We've seen the videos of people having seizures and stuff like
Yeah.
that with these new
Yeah, how come-
age drugs. So how do we stop the teens or the youth from?
And how
taking
come they're
some-
getting seizures? Since you're here, I might as well ask you.
I don't know. I never tried it.
Yeah?
Okay, no.
So I don't understand. We saw all these videos like convulsing and all. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
what kind of drug is this, man? Then we found out it's called the zombie drug.
And it's an you said it's an
Etominate or something like that. I took it down.
It's an antiseptic. No,
Oh,
not
no,
antiseptic.
anesthesia.
Anesthesia, yeah.
Something like that.
Well, it's clearly not meant for that kind of dosage meant for humans, you know. So if you had a message like what would you tell the youth or even your own kids, you know, if someone approached them and said, you know, this is fun, and, you know, everybody's doing it, it looks cool, nobody will know.
You know what's the bad thing about this K-pop things? I think the urine cannot detect.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are abusing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, usually, I mean, everything is found in the urine.
Tested, yeah. Wow, that's terrible.
I mean, but that's not. I mean, we're just saying it might not be able to be detected in the urine, but we can't confirm that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
thinking that might be the case.
Yeah. But how do we stop the kids from picking it up?
I think education is very important. So if you can do more talks in schools and things like that to warn them of the dangers, I think that would be good.
Do you do talks in schools as well?
So far, no.
Oh, well, I think you should.
Yeah.
You absolutely should. And I think starting young, you know, because nowadays kids are exposed to so much more on the internet,
Correct.
on social media. Starting them at primary school is where you want to start, because some of them start
Yes.
11, 10 years
Yeah.
old, you know.
Sometimes you talk to like primary school students, you don't even know whether they understand what you're saying.
If they understand
That's why
English,
sometimes they
they'll
ask me go and
understand.
talk
No,
to
no.
the primary school kids. I'm like,
No, they
how
understand.
about secondary school better, lah, I think.
No, they understand. Children
Really?
are very smart, yes.
I think you can go and talk to the primary school children. I think Shaun, you go and we talk to the
Secondary
school
school.
kids. Okay, we shall do that. Okay, before we let you go, would you like to say anything else to our listeners right now? That perhaps parents who are going through a few issues with their teenage kids, you know, or teenage kids, or the Gen Zers who are tuned in right now, who are perhaps maybe starting to get addicted to something.
anything, yeah.
I think to the parents, we have to stand by our kids regardless of what happens, because love is very important. I think love is one thing that can change whoever that has already started. As for the youth, Gen Z, and things like that, if you have already started, find your why, because without a why, you won't be able to change. I mean, I had a why. I used to have it.
What was your why?
My kids. But I still couldn't stop the addiction, because if I don't take it right, I cannot function. First thing I wake up, I look for it first. Yeah, then I can go about doing my things over the day.
So why you did it was your kids, and why you stopped was your kids as well.
Yes. No, why I did it was because I was addicted since young.
And then why you stopped was the
My kids.
children.
Yeah. So find your why. If your why is strong enough, you will change. And change has to come from yourself. I mean, nobody can, talk to you into change and things like that. It has to come from within. If you don't want to change, then
No one can.
no one can help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know me, right? When I'm unhappy, that's it. I reach for my whiskey
Alcohol,
already.
yes. We know.
But then when I'm happy, I don't need to touch anything, you know. That's the thing. So I'm saying that I think I might be addicted. So.
You think?
Am I an alcoholic?
Yes.
You are happy, you don't take, it's okay.
No.
Whatever occasion also I'll take.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
that's the same
okay,
for
there you
him.
go.
That's the same for him.
Go.
All occasions, come on.
Look at her.
You look at the boss sitting right next to me. He's nodding his head as well.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Shaun, for joining us
Welcome.
today. We'd love to invite you on the show, or maybe take you out on our road show one of these days.
Absolutely. And Lavina has come on back, and she says she'll get in touch with you about speaking to teens.
Oh, wow.
So
no problem.
look out for a message.
Thank you very much. We've been speaking to Shaun Yeo. You can follow him on Instagram as well as TikTok. Thanks, Shaun.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
you.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. The lady is in the house from BH.SG. That's Berita, Harian. Dahlia. Good morning, Dahlia.
Hi, morning everybody.
Good morning, Dahlia. And this morning, Dahlia, you're talking about everybody's favorite topic.
Yes.
I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about chicken rice.
Yes, I would say it's a national dish too.
It
Chicken
is.
rice, yes.
It is. I mean, it's the first thing tourists, anyone tries when they come to Singapore.
I am going to have chicken rice today when I go to my golf club, Warren Golf and Country Club.
They got
I
good
think
chicken
they've
rice?
got solid chicken rice, but the
Okay.
chicken rice is not halal, I think.
Oh, steam roasted.
They have it, let me see, only steam.
Only
chicken.
steam.
Oh, are you asking for our...
Yes.
When I used to eat meat, roasted.
Roasted.
Yeah.
Actually, once in a while, roast chicken is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
I like roasted.
Yeah, but I like just the steam.
steam.
Like that.
Black sauce, no black sauce?
No black sauce.
I
for
like
me.
a little bit of a drizzle of a black
Sweetness
sauce. Just a
from-
little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay. So where is this chicken rice you're talking about?
Okay, so I do have 5 places to recommend. I think for most tourists, they're going to try like Hainanese chicken rice, which I love. You know, definitely it's very different than, the Malay chicken rice. But
Wait, but okay, let's establish the difference between Chinese chicken rice and Malay chicken rice.
yes.
So is Malay chicken rice mostly fried?
Yes, mostly they are fried.
Okay.
Like the batter is fried, then the rice is slightly different, and the sambal, it's actually not your garlic chili sauce. It's actually sambal, so it's more on the sweeter side.
I see.
Yes, and actually the flavor of the chicken is more robust because of the batter. But the Hainanese chicken rice, we know, you have your steam, your roasted. It's more silky, delicious. I say it's more lighter, I would say, and the rice is more oily and like flavorful as compared to the Malay one. Sometimes it's like plain rice, or it's just just slightly flavored.
For the Malay
Yes, for
chicken
the Malay
rice, yeah, but
version.
for Hainanese, they actually cook the rice in
Yes.
with the chicken, right?
Correct. Yep. Okay.
Okay, so that's the difference. And
Okay.
what do you think makes the good chicken rice?
Ooh, okay. I think
For
for
you.
me, okay, for Hainanese chicken rice, will have to be the rice itself. It has to be oily. I must be able to taste the sesame oil, the chicken, and it
The
must
fat.
The fat, yes, the fat from the chicken.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't like dry rice.
So you mostly go for like drumstick. You don't really go for the breast meat.
I go for the breast meat or the thigh. I don't really like the drumstick. And
Okay.
I like steamed chicken rice because I think of the silkiness of it, and you really get to taste how good the chicken is, how moist and tender it is. And definitely I'll have it with the chili sauce, the garlic chili sauce. And the garlic sauce, I'll normally put it in the soup.
put it in the
Yes, I put it in the
soup?
soup a
Wow,
bit.
that's unusual.
Because for me, I think I want it as like a palate cleanser.
Oh.
Yes. So that's how I eat my Hainanese chicken rice.
I'm terbalik.
Oh, just on the rice.
On the rice. I need to put all the chili on the rice. So I put all the chicken and everything. I like it all in one plate.
You mix it, is it?
Yeah, you know
Oh,
how
right,
sometimes
okay.
they separate the
Yeah,
chicken, then they give
yeah.
you the rice. So I'll take all the chicken, including the cucumber and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not huge on cucumber, lah. Okay.
I love the
cucumber
cucumber
is
chicken
good.
rice.
Scrap
Yeah.
that. I don't know why I'm not crazy, but I can have it. So I get the chicken, I put it on the rice, and then I'll pour all the chili and everything.
Yes. Oh yeah, for me
Okay.
it's
On the
the
chicken. See, I'm
the chili
salivating
sauce is
already.
all on the rice, but it's just the garlic sauce that goes to the soup.
Wow,
Yeah,
everyone eats their chicken rice
Garlic
different.
sauce.
Yeah, some Chinese still
On the
have
side.
The side.
Oh,
they
just the
have
white
the
garlic.
white
Yeah,
sauce, yeah.
yeah.
I cannot take that
you
garlic.
cannot. Oh.
That's-
Just
that's
a solid
garlic,
garlic,
yeah.
garlic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you put that in the
I
soup.
put that in the soup, but the chili sauce obviously with the rice.
And then after that, if you need to kiss somebody, how?
Then
bad lah.
No kissing after that.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah,
After
you
eating
can't-
like chicken rice chili,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god,
too
I am so conscious, even when I'm talking to
Yeah, yeah,
people.
yeah.
after
Not
that.
too close, right?
Yeah.
You can't. Don't go for an event after that as well.
Oh my.
Okay, so we'll
we're
start
gonna-
all over again when we go on air.
All right.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the BKE towards the PIE, a vehicle's broken down after the Dairy Farm Road entrance. Also on the SLE towards the BKE, an accident after Upper Thompson Road's exit. If you spot anything else, please update us via our WhatsApp channel 8855509020.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our second guest for this morning, as always, every Friday morning, TGIF, is our favorite journalist from Berita Harian, BH.SG, our Kaki Makan as well, Dahlia. Good morning.
Hi, morning everybody.
Good morning. So we are talking about chicken rice today, but
Yes.
specifically halal chicken rice, and there is also Malay chicken rice,
The Malay
and then there's
version.
this Hainanese chicken rice.
Yes.
Can you tell us what the difference is between the two?
Okay, so for the Malay chicken rice, it's mainly the difference of it's the chicken. It's like a deep fried chicken batter, which is more flavorful. And the sambal is normally not your garlic sambal; it's your sweet kind of sambal or spicy sambal. But the Hainanese chicken rice definitely is the classic garlic chili sambal. Yes.
I love both. You know, there's
Yes,
an
I do as
occasion
well,
for
yeah.
like Malay chicken rice
yeah.
and
Hainanese chicken
Hainanese
rice.
chicken
Yeah,
rice.
yeah,
I love the
absolutely.
variety. I love variety.
Yes.
So, Glenn, how do you eat your chicken rice?
What do you mean?
How do you eat it? Everyone's got a
With my
different way.
mouth?
Oh, stop it! Everyone's got a different way of eating it. Like when I used to eat chicken rice, I would have the rice and I would put just a little bit of the black sauce on. I would not pour like the whole thing. Just a little bit of the black sauce, and then take a little bit of the chicken, take a little bit of the chili, take a little bit of the ginger sauce, spoonful of rice, and then eat
Yeah,
it.
I don't eat it like that.
Yeah.
I don't like black
You're like a
sauce, so I'm
caveman,
not-
right?
Yeah. Funny, my mom eats it with black sauce. My father will put a lot of black
I
sauce.
won't put a lot. Just
But
put
for
a little
me,
bit.
no.
No, you
and
can't.
for me, right, I'll just get like the platter, the plate of chicken. I'll just dump it in with my rice, and then I'll just
Pour it all
pour the chili sauce all over.
Not the ginger sauce.
Not the ginger. I don't
Okay.
take the ginger, so cannot
okay.
because I love kissing.
Oh right, yes, we know. All right,
Never
so,
know when you need to kiss.
So Dahlia, tell us a little bit about some good chicken rice places out there.
So I do have 5 places, but I'm going to start with the 2 Malay chicken rice. So the first one is actually Faiz Cafe. I'm not sure if you heard about it. It's actually at Lucky Plaza. So the owner, it's a very grumpy man.
Oh,
He is so angsty and
Oh.
he will scold you.
Is this why the place is called Mr. Grumpy's?
Yes, correct. But yeah, he will always just frown throughout, and you must know what you want. You don't waste his time because we're like
which the grumpy guy? Which one?
The
guy
one in
black.
black. Okay.
Yeah.
But he looks young though.
Yes, but he's so grumpy.
Well, he
But-
also looks like I think he's a good-looking guy, right? That's why you
Hiding
all go
under
back
that
to him all the
mask.
time.
But they say the grumpier the owner is, the food is good.
Oh, really?
Sometimes I feel like the hawkers have a bit of character,
Yeah. Is he good looking under that mask?
Look at that.
Do you know?
He looks like he's got
yes.
he looks like he's got a six pack under his shirt.
He looks like he doesn't have chicken rice every day. That's for sure. Okay, so what's so unique about Mr. Grumpy?
Okay, so this is tucked away at Lucky Plaza on the 4th floor. And what is so unique about his chicken rice is actually of the crispy chicken batter, and you see how big the portion is, and the rice is actually flavored with the chicken, I would say chicken essence as well. And the best part I think about Malay chicken rice is actually the batter they use, where there's a lot of rempah and aromatics used. And the best part for me, do you see the crunchy bits?
Yes.
I'll call that the kerak, the golden crunch.
The go-
the kerak.
It's all that extra.
I was about to say,
stuff
while
that
you
falls
mix
off.
it with the rice, it's
Yeah,
like you can
texture.
feel the crunch and hear the
Yes.
crunch.
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sambal is different. You can see it's the sweeter kind of sambal.
Looks like nasi lemak
Nasi
sambal.
lemak, correct, yeah. So I think that's the different part lah. I would say the chicken rice is more heavier as compared to the Hainanese chicken rice. So once in a while, if you want something heavy, it's alright to have the Malay chicken rice. But I would say it's quite delicious as well. And they have a soto soup, so it's not your clear
Okay.
chicken rice soup. It's like more of a soto base. So when you go there, do not reserve a table and then you queue for the food. You queue for the food and then he'll give you the table, because we got scolded for that.
Oh, he will
Oh.
give you the table. He'll
Yes, he'll
assign
give
the
you- he'll
table.
assign you, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
As long as he guarantees us a table,
Yes.
because most of us we are afraid. We order the food and then
Yeah,
there's no
yeah,
table,
no table,
right?
So there's no chopping with
Like a hawker
tissue
centre.
paper and all that.
Okay, let's continue to talk to Dahlia on the Big Show TV. Meantime, here's Haley Steinfeld with Love Myself on Kiss 92. Okay.
Okay, so
So that one was the 4th floor, not the 6th floor.
sixth floor.
Because
Floor, is it? Oh,
Sixth floor.
Sixth floor, yes.
0652.
Feast Cafe.
Sixth floor,
Yeah,
yes.
0652.
Sixth floor.
Is that the only outlet they have?
no.
Okay.
They actually have one at Toa Payoh, which we
Oh.
do order in sometimes.
Where? Here?
Yeah, it's at 73 Lorong 4 Toa Payoh.
Oh, nearby. Okay.
Yes, Lucky Plaza, Bedok, Tampines and Woodlands.
But
Oh,
Mr.
they're
Grumpy
quite
is only at
Only at
Lucky
Lucky
Plaza.
Plaza. Yes.
That's why people go back, because he's a handsome Mr. Grumpy, apparently.
Let's go and check out his face.
Right?
Let's
It's
go.
like, take that mask off. Okay, what's next?
Okay, so the next one, also my favorite. It's actually Matno and Rose chicken rice. It's at Whampoa Food Centre. So it's by this very cute couple, this makcik and pakcik. They sell.
Oh, there they are.
Yes, crispy ginger fried chicken. Okay, most of the customers you'll be surprised that they're actually Chinese. Not Malay
Okay.
customers, and you see from how the yellow tinge of of the rempah of
Delicious,
the chicken
looks good.
with the kara as well. The rice they use is basmati rice.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, in the batter of the chicken, they
Oh.
have ginger, garlic, coriander, and cumin. I think that's based on what I can taste, but I think there's more to it as well.
and a lot of karak.
Yes, the kara. I love the kara. Yeah.
Yum.
And it's nice with the the dark soya sauce, and the chili is actually slightly garlicky, so it's not like fish, which is the almost similar to nasi lemak sambal.
Is there something else in the duck sauce? Because it looks like there's
Yes, there's like
herbs.
yes,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so I think the best part about this is actually the crispy golden crumbs that they pour at the top. And I think the main highlight about it is actually their chicken gizzard. So their chicken gizzard,
okay.
sometimes I find it like maybe from the Hainanese store, I can smell, perhaps, it's not really clean.
The insides.
The inside, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a bit hard for me to really appreciate the
Yeah.
chicken gizzard. But for Makno and Rose, they really, have a lot of rempah in it. So you don't taste or smell the
Oh.
funkiness.
You can't have it. I love it.
Oh, you love it.
I love just raw gizzard and liver.
I'm not there yet.
Oh.
It's delicious. I love. Okay, but that looks so good though.
Yes,
Very
it
good.
is.
The color of the rice also looks like it's quite rich. So that
Yeah. You mentioned basmati rice. That's
Basmati.
very different. I mean, it's low GI. I'm all for that. It's
Yeah.
really good. But does it change that chicken rice taste?
It feels more lighter. I mean,
Okay.
we still do get the essence of it, but you feel less guilty, I would say.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if you're like a carb heavy person, you feel like it's not enough. It's not substantial because it's basmati, but it actually fits. I think the combination between basmati and the chicken also it fits
Okay.
pretty well together. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so those are the Malay chicken rice places. One in Lucky Plaza and one at Whampoa, right?
Yes.
And we have Hainanese up next.
Hainanese next.
Okay.
Okay. The next one for me is My Nasi Ayam. They do have multiple outlets, but I go to the main one at Bedok Food Centre, and it's actually by Tong Fong Fat. So I think this is the closest to
Hainanese chicken rice.
chicken
that's
rice.
a winning name right there by
Tong
Tong Fong
Fong
Fat.
Yes, that's when you know it's going to be good.
Yeah,
And
right.
Finally, I get the halal version
Because
of it,
Tong Fong Fat. And what type of chicken rice do they serve? Traditional?
Steam, yes, the traditional steam or roasted chicken rice, and they start as low at $4 per plate. And what I love about it, it's the glossy touch of sesame oil, in the steamed chicken, which I always add it to my rice
Yeah.
and eat it with my cucumber. And I think it's really very delicious. And the rice is very glossy, oily. You can really taste the chicken essence from it. And I think I do get the depth of flavor, and I really feel good after eating it because it doesn't feel heavy as compared to the Malay chicken rice. I can really enjoy it, and like I've mentioned just now, even the pro tip from the staff is to actually add the ginger sauce to the soup.
Oh, which is
Okay.
what you do anyway.
Which is what I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Actually, it seems like it's not
It's a
as
thing, right?
uncommon because when
Yeah.
you mentioned it just now, you put the ginger in the soup. Right? I was like, that's a bit unusual. But now
Yeah.
it feels like
It feels quite
it's-
regular.
It's things that it's something that people do.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Me
but
too, I've never
I'll
done
try.
it.
I'll try that.
It's
For
really
for me, a good chicken rice is when you can just eat the chili and the rice.
Without
Without the chicken, because all the flavor of the chicken
be
is in there
yes,
anyway,
correct.
right?
Yep.
And the chili really balances that out. Okay, so between the steam and the roasted chicken, which is your pick for My Nasi Ayam by Tong Fong Fat? Steamed?
Yes, but
Okay.
the roasted is also really good as well. Yeah, and regardless whether you get breast, thigh, or drumstick, it's going to be good. It's going to be juicy and tender, so you don't really have to worry about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, breezing right through. So next is the ever top Hainanese boneless chicken rice.
Okay, yes. So now they started at Tanglin Halt, and now they moved to Juchat Road. So again, the chicken rice is slightly different, still similar to My Nasi Ayam. It's fragrant, delicious. You have your roasted and steamed chicken rice. You also do have roasted duck as an option.
Oh, there you go.
But I think I'm not really familiar with Hainanese chicken rice that has achar. At the side. They have achar.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'm just used to the simple cucumber.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like that. It's like good and
Yeah, I've
classic.
had chicken rice
I've
with
seen
achar.
I've seen achar on the
More,
side.
it's more and more common now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Does that come from somewhere or it's just a thing that
Yeah,
people
that's
have
the thing
done?
I'm not really sure as well.
Because achar like that looks like nyonya achar. You know the achar that they add?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure.
Cucumber, carrots, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's really quite nice because it has a tanginess from the achar. It depends on how long, it really absorbs all the flavor. So I'll say the pickled vegetable, the achar, adds a tangy taste. So I like something that gives me a refreshing bite in between my meal. That's the reason why I love the ginger sauce in the soup.
Your
I
palate
see.
Yeah,
cleanser.
I need a palate
We'll get you some
cleanser.
sorbet on the side as well. So what's their bestseller dish?
The best seller is actually surprisingly their roasted duck, but I don't have a picture of it there.
Okay.
Roasted duck.
At a chicken rice
the
shop.
Chicken, yeah. Because roasted duck very hard to find, like
Okay.
halal ones. So
You like duck?
That's true.
Okay lah. Yeah, I tried packing duck. I'm okay. Yeah. But I still love my OG chicken. Chicken is still good. Classic. Nothing will go wrong with chicken, I feel.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Until someone tells you how they feed the chicken, what they feed the chicken yesterday. Oh my goodness! Let's not tell Dahlia. Please. Ruined it for me.
I'm sure she knows. So what makes Evertop's chicken rice different from other Hainanese style halal chicken rice?
I think it's the rice. It's very flavorful, but it's on the drier side.
The rice?
But yes, the rice on the dry side, but it still has a very robust chicken flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, and the sambal, the garlic chili sambal is actually really good as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Next up, we have one that is opened by a celebrity
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah.
Sheikh Heikel and Annabelle.
I haven't
Yes.
seen them in ages.
Yeah.
Haike
Is it
or
the right way?
Haike
Heikel tea.
That's not like tea, but wow.
It's not chicken tea, right?
So you must have collaborated with a Chinese chef or something.
Yes. Apparently, the business partner, I think it's a few of them, and one of them apparently own a popular Chinese chicken rice store.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So they
okay.
made it halal.
Yes, they made it halal.
Which is great. Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
But how? The taste?
The taste, okay.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me just, okay. The taste is good, but the price point
A bit high.
It's a bit high. So I think for me, I like my nasi ayam is still the best spot for it. But I think if you want something more elevated, in like a restaurant seating, air conditioned, it's still
Okay.
pretty good, I would say. But I think the main highlight for Haikachi is actually, they have this crispy chicken skin, and they have this almost like chinchalok sambal that you can eat it
Oh, like a cracker?
like a cracker.
Is it
You know,
good?
It's good.
Okay.
It's good addictive because you want texture, as you eat your chicken rice. And they also have this like steam pao,
Okay.
with like braised beef as well. So it's like a dark soy braised beef with your cucumber. So I think it's really delicious. So that's aside from the different chicken rice that they sell at Haikachi.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's not just chicken rice that
Yes.
they sell.
Okay, we'll go on
got
there
it.
right now
Yeah.
and wrap.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Jonas Blue featuring William Singe, Mama, right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. We are with Dahlia, our favorite journalist from Berita Harian. I say this, but I know quite a number of journalists there.
But you like Dahlia the
But
most.
of course, I like
Yes.
Dahlia the most. And we've been talking about chicken rice today. Now, Dahlia, you've mentioned, let me see, My Nasi Ayam by... sorry. I go all the way to the top. From the very first one, which is Fee's Cafe, right? That was
At
the first
Lucky
one we
Plaza.
spoke about. That was on the 6th floor of Lucky Plaza. And then there's Matno and Rose. And then there's My Nasi Ayam by Tong Fong Fat. Evertop Hainanese boneless chicken rice, that's in Joo Chiat, and Haike Tea Hainanese chicken rice, that's opened by Sheikh Heikel and Annabelle Francis. That's at 783 North Bridge Road. Now, we've already spoken about all the chicken rice places, but my style is that I like it at a good price point and for the food to be delicious. So out of all, notice how I'm not asking you which one your favorite is, and I think Angel probably shares the same opinion as well. Price point, good, food, even better. Which one would be our choice?
Oh, can I pick one from each category? The Malay.
Sure.
and
Oh,
the
sure.
Chinese?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
So for the Hainanese version will definitely be My Nasi Ayam.
Okay.
I would say it's really quite authentic, really worth it. It starts from $4 per plate. It won't go wrong. The flavor's good. You get the taste of the sesame oil, the very fragrant and oily rice, steamed chicken. It's really delicious.
That's Bedok Food Centre.
That's the Hainanese style, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Hainanese style.
01-22.
Yes,
Okay.
but they do have multiple outlets actually. My Nasi Ayam, they have at Hague Road, they have
Okay.
at Bedok as well, and also one actually near the office at Ang Mo Kio.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Not too bad. And then what about Malay style chicken rice?
Oh, Malay style a bit tough.
Do we want Mr. Grumpy,
Grumpy.
or do we want the older couple?
Oh, the older couple is good too.
Oh, the
Yeah.
older couple, huh?
Yeah. Matno and Rose
Matno
or
and
Mr.
Rose.
Grumpy? Who do you think?
Actually, I was looking at when we were watching it on the Big Show TV just now. The Matno and Rose look
Chicken
so
look
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then it has gizzard as well, which you love.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, go try that then
Matno and
this
Rose.
weekend.
Yeah, both lah.
Okay.
I have to say both is really good. They are unique in their own ways. But if you want a bit of fun, or you want to
Mr.
see like some
Grumpy, is it?
cranky man,
And also good looking, right? You said, yeah.
You can go to Fi's Cafe. But if you're a cute couple, go to Makno and Rose and you
Okay.
enjoy the Jijun fried chicken. Right?
That's cute.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Dahlia, for
Yes.
joining us today and recommending all these great places to go and have either Malay nasi ayam or Chinese chicken rice. Thank you so very much. I'll see you next week.
Bye.